What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going through my predictions for game week 3, and we're going to start off with the 12:30 English time kickoff, Turkish time 2:30, Tottenham vs Wolves. Well, the win probability is 68% for Tottenham, draw 19%, and Wolves 13%. Tottenham are in 4th place with 4 points, whilst Wolves are in 14th with 1 point. Let's look at the games that they've just played. Tottenham played a game at Stamford Bridge. They drew 2-2. And it was an exciting game because that was the game where there was 2 red cards. Not on the pitch, it was the 2 managers. So Antonio Conte won't be at the game against Wolves in the dugout. But Wolves got also a point out of that game. It was Wolves 0, Fulham 0 at the Molineux Stadium. Interesting game, but Fulham had the most shots. They missed a penalty thanks to Alexander Mitrovic, who lost me points in my fantasy football team. So for that game, my prediction is Tottenham 3, Wolves 0. As we move on to the next game at 5 o'clock in Turkey, 3 o'clock in England, at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace play Aston Villa. Crystal Palace has a 39% chance of winning, 29% draw. Aston Villa has a 32% chance of winning. The table, Crystal Palace are in 16th with 1 point, whilst Aston Villa are in 9th with 3 points. First up, Crystal Palace. They drew 1-1 with Liverpool in the Monday football game. Diaz got a goal after Zaha in the second half. The stadium was at Anfield. Darwin Núñez got a red card in the 57th minute. Crystal Palace couldn't win the game, but they drew against Liverpool. Two games, 2 teams have drew against Liverpool. We'll talk about that in a bit. But Crystal Palace, it was a good result against Liverpool. When Aston Villa actually beat Everton, they would have got a clean sheet if it wasn't for Luca Digne getting an own goal at Villa Park. Ings and Buendia with the goals. What does that mean for my prediction then? Well, Crystal Palace drew last time, Aston Villa won last time, and I think it will be a 1-1 draw between these 2 teams. Next up, we have Everton vs Nottingham Forest at Goodison Park. 5 in Turkey, 3 in England. Everton has a 62% chance of winning, 26% drawing. Nottingham Forest has a 22% chance of winning. Everton are in 18th place with 0 points. They are in a relegation zone after 2 games, whilst Nottingham Forest are in 10th place with 3 points after 2 games, newly promoted side in 10th place. As we already said, we've discussed this one. Everton have lost 2-1 to Aston Villa on Saturday last week. At the 2:30 kickoff in Turkey. So the game that Tottenham are playing in. But as I said, should have not even got a goal. But thanks to their old defender Luca Digne, they got one back. Whilst Nottingham Forest actually, in the City ground, beat West Ham 1-0 thanks to Elwony 45 plus 2 minute goal. Everyone said West Ham will win. I said it would be a draw, but Nottingham Forest proved everyone wrong and got a win against West Ham on the Sunday last week. What is my prediction for this Everton vs Nottingham Forest game? Well, I'm actually going for a Nottingham Forest win. I said Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 2. Now we have the Fulham vs Brentford game at 5 o'clock in Turkey, 3 o'clock in England at Craven Cottage. The table is this. Fulham are in 13th place with 2 points after 2 games, whilst Brentford are in 3rd with 4 points after 2 games. Fulham's last game was a 0-0 draw against Wolves at the Molineux Stadium. Mitrovic missed a penalty. He's had 2 penalties in 2 games and scored 1. Will we get a penalty against Brentford? And I think he'll score it because it is at home. Brentford beat Manchester United 4-0 thanks to a De Silva, Jensen, me and Mbeumo goals. That was a really surprising game. But I would go for a Fulham win, but I don't know. Because they are at home, I would go for it, but Brentford are just too good this season. So I'm going for a Fulham 2, Brentford 2. Next, we have Leicester City vs Southampton. Leicester have a 52% chance of winning, 24% draw. Southampton has a 24% winning at the King Power Stadium. The table is like this. Leicester City are in 15th place with only 1 point, while Southampton are in 17th place with only 1 point as well. Last time out, Leicester lost 4-2 to Arsenal. Their goals were Sleeper own goal and Maddison, whilst Southampton actually got their point against Leeds at St Mary's Stadium thanks to a late 2 goals thanks from Aribo and Walker Peters. For this game, I don't think Leicester have shown what they're capable of this season. They've lost Kasper Schmeichel, and that's why I'm saying Leicester 1, Southampton 1. Now we have Bournemouth vs Arsenal at the Vitality Stadium. 13% chance of winning for Bournemouth, 20% draw, 67% Arsenal winning. Bournemouth are currently in 11th place with only 3 points. And Arsenal are in 2nd place, only 2 teams that haven't drew or lost a game yet. And the other team that didn't draw or lose a game yet is Manchester City, who Bournemouth played last time out at the Etihad Stadium. And that's where Bournemouth lost their first game of the Premier League season, 4-0. Whilst, as of course, Arsenal beat Leicester 4-2, as we've already said. Jesus with a brace, Xhaka with one, and Martinelli with the other. I think this is going to be an easy win for Arsenal. Even though Bournemouth are at home, they could get at least a 2-1 loss. At 7:30 in Turkey, 5 in England, I think Arsenal will beat Bournemouth 3-0. And now we're on to Sunday's games. Tomorrow at Elland Road, Leeds are playing Chelsea at 4 o'clock in Turkey and 2 o'clock in England. Leeds have a 16% chance of winning, 21% drawing, and Chelsea has a 63% chance of winning. Leeds are in 6th place with 4 points, while Chelsea are also right behind Leeds in 7th place with 4 points. Leeds drew their last game 2-2 against Southampton, Rodrigo with a brace. Chelsea drew 2-2 against Tottenham, Koulibaly with one, James with the other. Tuchel won't be at the game since he got a red card against Tottenham. I think it could help Leeds a little bit with Tuchel not being there, but I think this game will be Leeds 1, Chelsea 3. Then we move on to the other 4 o'clock Turkey, 2 o'clock England game. At the London Stadium, West Ham are playing Brighton. 41% win chance of West Ham, 28% draw, 31% Brighton to win. West Ham are currently in 19th place with 0 points, whilst Brighton are in 8th place with 4 points. West Ham's last game was against Nottingham Forest, losing 1-0 at the City Ground. We got 2 games to go through for West Ham since they played in the Conference League playoff leg 1. They beat Vibog 3-1, Scamacca with 1, Bowen with 1, and Antonio with 1. So they won that game 3-1, but that was in the Conference League. In the Premier League, the Nottingham Forest game. Newcastle 0-0 in the Falmer Stadium. Well, since this game is pretty tight, and I don't think West Ham are ready to get a win yet, I did say, like I said last time, I said 0-0. This time I'm also saying 0-0. West Ham 0, Brighton 0. Newcastle are playing Manchester City tomorrow at 6:30 in Turkey, 4:30 in England at St James Park. 12% win probability for Newcastle, 18% draw probability. Manchester City have a 70% chance of winning. Manchester City are at the top of the table with 6 goal difference and 6 points after winning both their opening 2 games, whilst Newcastle are in 5th place with winning 1, drawing 1, which gives them 4 points. Brighton drew 0-0 with Newcastle last Saturday, and Manchester City beat Bournemouth 4-0 last Saturday also. Gundogan, De Bruyne, Foden, and an own goal by Lerma with the goals. And for this game, I am saying another 4-0 win to Manchester City. As we move on to the final game of the game week at 10 o'clock on Monday in Turkey, 8 o'clock on Monday in England at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United versus Liverpool. 19% chance of winning for Man U, 21% draw. Liverpool to win, 60%. Manchester United are bottom of the table with 0 points, while Liverpool are in 12th with 2 points. Liverpool haven't won a game yet, and nor have Manchester United. And Man United haven't even got a point yet. So I don't think they'll get a point either this game. But remember, last season Arsenal did the same, and then they got into 5th place. Manchester United, in my opinion, will be losing 3-1 to Liverpool. So after when they lost 4-0 to Brentford and Liverpool drew 1-1 with Crystal Palace. The table looks like this: Manchester City, Arsenal, Brentford and Tottenham top 4. I will see you all later on today for Jay and Ryan's predictions. See you then.